Hey guys, I'm your CPC Commissioner 681 Shadow. Welcome to another coach interview. Today we are interviewing a very known face in the CPC, our Season 2 champion, Sam Bateman, coach of the Emerald City Milotics.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy RiderFaiz here, coach of the Emerald City Milotics.
Alright, well, so how do you feel about your Season 2 championship compared to what we have in the as competition for this season?
I feel it's definitely it's. I think everybody's talked about this. It's definitely a huge step up, just to not only the increase from 10 to 16 coaches, but more the GBA style format. Definitely with the talent increasing, it's definitely going to be a lot harder. But I'm ready to come, ready to defend my championship. And if I don't defend my championship, I'm going to go down swinging.
Alright, that's pretty good. That was not one of the questions. I just decided to throw that in there. But
Okay, champion only question, right?
yeah, but let's get into the questions. I'm actually using a lot of my CPU right now for some reason, but probably because I'm uploading to
Oh,
uploading
yeah.
videos to OneDrive to my cloud storage. But anyways, how long have you been playing Pokemon in general?
Oh gosh, I was around first generation, man. The first game I actually owned, like my first game that I actually owned for my birthday, my 8th birthday or something like that. I got the Game Boy Pocket and Pokemon Red, and that was like so that my family had always done gaming. My mom played on the Nintendo, all that stuff, but that was the first game that was actually mine. I was the only one that played it, and so I've been playing since Gen 1. Pokemon Red, Blastoise all the way.
All right, but you've been playing a lot longer than me, definitely. But
Well, I'm older than most guys in the CPC too, so
yeah, that
that goes
yeah
without saying as well.
yeah, it does make sense. How long have you been playing in the competitive scene?
Oh gosh, not that long. I really started playing competitive back in fifth gen, but I didn't play like a ton. I played a little bit on Showdown and all that stuff. I didn't really get into it until sixth gen came along, and it was like, oh, not only does it kind of make more sense now, it's actually easier to get into playing on the 3DS. The way they changed everything and made it easier to breed and easier to create better Pokemon, and actually worked out that I enjoyed it more. So I started playing fifth gen, but I didn't really get into it until sixth generation.
All right, yeah. Um, Next question is, how much Pokemon Draft League experience do you have?
Well, it depends. It depends on watching or playing. I have a ton of experience watching it. I love watching GBA. I love watching UC and all that stuff. Really, the only draft league experience I have playing, I've done a couple of leagues with my friends. Um, that were similar to the kind of the style of the CPC, but the CPC was my first one where it's like going as people that I don't really know that well in a really competitive kind of that in that competitive format.
All right. Um, how much confidence do you have going into the season with a bunch of the competition and everything?
I feel pretty good about it. I feel confident that my mark was looking like before I started the draft and before all that stuff, and we got all the coaches in. I was like, if I make playoffs, even though I'm trying to defend the championship and all that stuff, if I make the playoffs, I'll consider that a positive.
All right.
Especially the way things started out, where I had like the two most stacked divisions were in the same conference, and I was in that one. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a lot harder than I anticipated. But if I make playoffs, I'll consider that a positive.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely think the exact same way because of all the competition we have, and I know it's gonna be fun. Definitely.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a blast this year.
Yeah. So just looking at the Pokemon drafted by each coach, not thinking about which coach has the team, but which draft looks the scariest to you, like disregarding the coach.
Oh gosh, why'd you spring that on me? I don't even have the page up.
uh,
You got to warn me about this, man.
it's fun to to not have it's fun to spring on people when they don't have the page up because I always have the page up normally.
Yeah. I know you said without looking at the thing, but Prado does have a good team, and I know part of it is biased because he's the one who invited me into CPC the first time around, and I know his playstyle very well. But just the way he uses Clefable, it's just it's just like that. The team he has is also just really balanced as well. Like he's got good speed, he's got good bulk. It's just really balanced, and really I'm just vamping until I can pull up the rosters. Okay, here we go. Okay, looking at rosters, you have a pretty good team too,
Why,
because
thank you.
because Megazard X and Manaphy, just a physical sweeper and a special sweeper. That's nothing you get easily on every team. Um, so if I had to pick one, if I had to pick one, honestly, I probably would pick Gypsies
Definitely, I actually agree with you with that.
because Gypsies is really well balanced. He does have some key weaknesses. He does have some like weaknesses where it's like he has a couple of like he has some like but like for any big weakness he has something that can counter it pretty well.
Yeah, and he can run a stupidly bulky team because he has some defensive mods. Like he has Sylveon, which can be defensive. He has Reuniclus. He has Slowking.
Well, the one thing too is like he has a lot of Pokemon with natural bulk,
Yeah.
so it's not just he can run them defensively, he can run them offensively, and like it can still take like Sylveon has absurdly high special defense. You can still run it offensively and just let it take special hits. They'll take them all day.
Oops, sorry, muted mic for a second there. But yeah, yeah, he has a ton of things in natural bulk, and then he has Cure and Black, which can go either way.
Yeah,
Because Cure
and
Black has
it's
amazing base stats. That's yeah. I was pretty I was pretty triggered. The best probably arguably the best coach in the league franchise is Kieran Black.
yeah, and I'm gonna face him
Yeah.
twice.
Well, all right. Our next question, speaking of coaches, is who is the scariest coach that we have this season?
Well, I mean, Chimpack has to be up there for sure, just because of the experience he has with the format and with the team he drafted as well. Um, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, it. I feel like that it's definitely between Chimpack, Gypsy, and Anthony's the coach of the Thunder Freeze, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of between those three. I think it's like the top tier of the coaches.
All right. That's definitely a good insight. Who's the scariest coach? I agree with those as well, being scary. But
Yeah.
okay, so um, what do you think of your week one matchup? Well, I kind of already know because you're facing Prado for the season two championship rematch. But tell the fans what do you think of this matchup?
So, so I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit. So, I asked you a couple weeks ago. I was like, "Look, Prod and I are friends. We go way back. Can you try to put us in the same division so we can have the two matchups during the season? It'd be great." And he's like, "Well, somebody else handle it. I'll let you know." So you let me know. It's like, "Oh, sorry, we can't. You're not in the same division." I'm like, "Okay, can we be in the same conference?" He's like, "Well, I'll let you know." You get back to me. No, you can't be in the same conference. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you kidding me?" I was like, "Okay, fine. We have two out of conference matchups. Please make one of them him." And you're like, "Okay, we see if we can make that work." And of course, you make it week one matchup. Boom, just give me week one straight up off the bat. Um,
Okay, actually, what's funny about that? What's funny about that is that I never actually mentioned that to John when he made the schedule. He just did it.
oh gosh, I mean, thank you, John, for doing that because I
Eh,
really wanted to face him. The week one matchup is definitely going to be tough. It's that damn Clefable's always there. And I think that it's really weird in the fact that I have things that can tear holes in his team, but then he also has things that can tear holes in my team if I let him get set up.
yeah.
Like if that Viridian gets set up, I could be done. If the Clefable gets set up, I'm done. But I do have some things I'm preparing for. I've already got I've got like my first draft of my team. I think I'm gonna bring against him, and so I have some interesting things prepped for him. I there are a couple things on there I think might surprise him, but I feel good about my week one matchup and the rematch for the season two championship.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely hyped to see the outcome of this one because according to you guys, you've had a history of one-sided battles when it comes to the result.
Well, it's the funny thing because I was because when we talked about that, it was in the group chat, and we started talking about it. He's like, dude, we haven't had any close matchups, and I started thinking about it and started looking back at some of the old matches. I'm like, he's right. They've been really close in the beginning, but then somebody pulls away at the end. It's I never realized that. I was thinking, oh, we have a bunch of close matches, and it's like, no, they're all been like 4-0s or 5-0s, and it's been really close for 30 turns, and then somebody pulls away.
Yeah. Except for the championship, because I believe that was a 3-0
That was a
on your
4-0.
part. Oh, it was a 4-0. I thought it was a 3-0.
No, it was a
Must
4-0.
be thinking of something else.
No, well, I got lucky. I was able because what happened is what I did during the championship is what I tried to do during week 7. I just brought the wrong version of Arcanine stupidly. If I brought the right version of Arcanine, I would have done the same thing in week 7. But just because Arcanine stuck with Fable, so I could get the setup on late.
Uh,
Pretty
but,
much.
but I mean, it's kind of good. But I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of good that you didn't do that because if you brought it wrong week 7 because you were able to have that set unrevealed for the championship match.
Yeah, it's true.
So there's a pro to it as well as a con. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's move on. So, what do you think of your division?
I mean, God, can I say most stacked division ever in the history of the internet? I mean, come on. You got, I mean, it's not. I will admit, it's not as bad as the It's not as bad as the one Chimpact and Anthony. I think if I was in that one, I'd be like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'd be calling for revotes to fix in. What the hell is this? Um, I don't have a ton of experience with any of the other three guys. I know they're all NPL coaches, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they are.
And Gypsy participated in our between season tournament, but I never actually faced him.
Yeah.
I just lost to the guy twice, who lost to him and then beat him twice.
Yeah, which is Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and like looking at the teams too, it's gonna be tough, but if I can go 500, one win, like 3-3, that's a good start. Anything more than that's perfect.
Yeah, definitely. But I would say I would have to slightly disagree with you though, that your division is probably the second most stacked. I feel like the banana division is way more stacked than that one than yours.
And the banana one is with Chimpact and
Yeah, it has Chimpact, Anthony, Trev, and Togavor.
yeah. Like I
Yeah.
said, if mine's not the most stacked, it is definitely the second stack. Like there's no doubt about that. Those two are the top two conferences like competitive in there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so now those are all of the serious questions. Now we have just 5 fun questions to lighten the mood a bit.
All right, sounds
So,
good.
what is your favorite generation of Pokemon? 'Cause I know you've played through them all. So,
Um, gosh, I think it's hard for me too because there's different things that happen. I think it has to be a tie between Generation 4 and Generation 6 because I didn't have a Game Boy Advance, so I never really played Generation 3. And then when Generation 4 is coming out, I had a job, I had my own, I had the money, so I bought a DS. I was like, oh, they still want Pokemon games. That's pretty cool. I'll pick up Pokemon Diamond, and that got me reinvigorated into it. And then I didn't like Gen 5 that much, and I was like, Gen 5. And then when all the X and Y stuff started coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. And then that got me into competitive and all that stuff. So I think just because of the fact they revitalized how I feel about Pokemon, it has to be Generation 4 and Generation 6.
all right. Yeah, I feel like I'm the only guy who likes Gen 5. I mean,
I think that I think that the idea was there. Like here's the thing, I like Black and White 2 a lot better than Black and
yeah,
White.
me too. For me, it's because of Joint Avenue. That was like my favorite part of the entire game.
See, I wasn't huge on that, but like I like my thing was like the whole not having any Pokemon from the older generations in Black and White. It's not that I
Yeah.
didn't like it, but it's just kind of like, man, that really takes away a lot of the fun because a lot of the fun is mixing things you like and you didn't like. It's like, oh, I caught a Magikarp like this. Oh, what's this? You want a Pokemon? Oh, screw Gyarados. I'm gonna try this new modern Pokemon out. Like it's kind of like finding out between the new and old stuff what you like, not just getting a bunch of new stuff and saying, hey, you're gonna like it, and that's it.
All right. Yeah, this is good insight on it. So, what is your favorite Pokemon game?
Oh gosh, so I'm assuming that means off the main series.
Oh, well, you could say your favorite main series and then favorite spinoff. You could say
Okay,
both. You could say both. Yeah.
favorite main series has to be Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I mean, I want my Pokemon walking with me. Like that's just.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I played it. I picked Cynical, and watching Cynical walk behind me, I was like, this thing is so damn adorable. I want more of this. Um, favorite non-main series game has to be Pokemon Stadium game. Those were so much fun. They had everything. Like you could play your Game Boy game on there. It's Gym Challenge and the mini games. Stadium games has to be my favorite non-main series.
Yeah. Sadly for me, I couldn't even consider Stadium because I have never actually played through them.
Oh, they're fun. Like
Yeah,
okay,
I've seen it. I just haven't played through
okay. Quick question: does Smash Brothers count as a non-main series Pokemon game?
it. I mean, if it counts for you, you can say it.
Okay, fine. We're gonna do tie for Stadium and Smash Brothers. I love playing Smash Brothers too.
but
So tie for Stadium and Smash Brothers.
but which one though? Which Smash?
The latest one, definitely.
Okay, the latest one. Okay. He should have said Melee, but okay. So, anyways, what are some of your favorite Pokemon? Like probably Milotic because it's your mascot.
My love is one of I actually have this. My friends make fun of this. I have this weird tendency to draw towards water Pokemon because like we all did a top 10, and like out of my top 10, seven of them were water types of some kind. They started laughing at me. Like I love Blastoise, my first starter, Squirtle. That whole line is really awesome. Um, Espeon is probably up there with one of my favorite Pokemon. It's probably good a tie between Blastoise and Espeon because I very distinctly remember when my EV evolved into an Espeon for the first time because I was having trouble with Morty's Gym in Gold or Silver, whatever whichever one it was. I think it was Silver, but I was having trouble with Morty's Gym. Then all of a sudden my EV evolved an Espeon and it learned Confusion, and I'm like, I'm gonna sweep this gym now, and it just wrecked the floor with everything. And I'm like, I love you, Espeon. So I think if I had to have a top three, it'd probably be Milotic, Blastoise, and Espeon.
All right. Well, that's actually news to me. I've never actually used an Eevee in second gen. Like I've never actually evolved an Eevee in second gen. I've just
Well,
like, like my approach to that gym has literally been like, all right, I have my like Pokemon around the level of his ace, so like I think it was like 25, and then
yeah.
just have like a ton of awakenings in my bag.
Well, the funny thing was, I didn't know it. So like there was in the Goldenrod, there's like the person with massages, and like I forgot how old at the time. I was just like, I'm gonna give my Eevee massage. Just keep giving my Eevee massage. And I love
Yeah,
and
I love my Eevee. Let's just
I
massage
love
it.
Eevee. I was just because I remember the first time I went through it, I had Totodile. I was like, well, already had a water type, already had a fire type. I was like, don't really need an electric at this point. I was like, I'm just gonna hang on to him, just kind of level him up and all that stuff. And then he just mysteriously evolved into Espeon. I didn't even know about it. And I was just like, oh, this Pokemon's so awesome. And I was just having trouble getting through his gym. I'm just like, I was like, Espeon can just sweep this gym now. And I think just that one experience turned me on to Espeon. Just like I love this Pokemon so much.
All right. So our next question is, what's your play style in terms of in terms of like competitive team building and stuff like that? So are you like hyper offense, stall, bulky offense,
Um,
balanced?
no, I think when it comes to draft format, my thing has always been draft Pokemon with versatility. And it's really just any kind of versatility. So like looking at my draft now, like Rotom Wash, I can run it physically defensive, especially offensive with the choice specs, the choice scarf trick set, um, and then like it's like it'll have similar moves across those sets, but like I can run it so differently, you don't know what it's gonna be. And then there's Pokemon like Ambipom where it's like you know it's gonna be physically offensive pretty much every time, but you just don't know what move it's gonna bring. Am I gonna bring the Life Orb, um, Fake Out and 3 move sets? Am I gonna bring U-turn knockoff, Elemental Punch, and something else? Am I gonna run Silk Scarf, Fake Out, Last Resort just to just run through teams? So for me, whenever I draft, I try to draft Pokemon that are versatile in some way, whether it's they have a wide move pool, like they're limited to like offensive and speed, but they have a wide move pool, so you don't know what moves I'm going to bring, or a Pokemon that just has bulk, and so you can run it because of its stats. You can run it 3 or 4 different ways, and it works out fine.
So you lean towards more versatile Pokemon rather than Pokemon that are good but are like single-minded.
Well, yeah, but so let's take for example last year, like I picked up Mega Galarian on Mega because you know it's going to be run physically offensive with speed investment, but pretty much I can run sword stance in any three moves and I'll cover a lot of things on your team. So just like you just don't know what three moves I'm going to bring. And so like, but even with that, like I can run sword stance in three attacks. I can run bulk up in three attacks. I can run four different attacks. Um, vers- to me, versatility isn't just like I can run you defensively, special defensive, special offensive. It's also you might just be one thing. Like be here, I'll take Beedrill for example. Beedrill learned so many good offensive moves that's kind of like, am I going to be running, a U-turn kind of set? Am I going to run a sword stance offensive set? Because it learns poison, it's like poison jab, U-turn, X scissor, knockoff, drill run, all these great physical moves. It's like you don't know what, like I could bring anything that week just to help counter your team. So like where Beedrill's more that physical offensive mindset, it has a diverse enough move set that I can run different things with it.
All right. Yeah. So I really like that. I tend to be more of like I tend to be more of a balanced, but versatility is definitely a good thing. I still need to get better with. I just need to get a bit better with team building before I can fully take advantage of that. But it's a good thing to have.
Well, the funniest thing is that I used to draft pretty hyper offensively for the most part when I played competitively, like on Showdown and all that stuff. And then in the CPC last season, it was literally the first time that I think I drafted a really supreme bulky team. And I was like, I don't really know what to do with this other than just like wear people down. And like it actually worked out pretty well, obviously. But it's just kind of like that's the first time I drafted a bunch of just bulky Pokemon. It's like I'm just gonna wear you down, and then I'm gonna send something in and sweep you.
All right. That's pretty good. All right. So our last question is what starter Pokemon do you plan on choosing in Sun and Moon?
Oh my gosh, I mean, yeah, my base. I mean, so we're gonna date this video right now, right here. This is being recorded August 1st, and all this stuff just came out about like the Alola forms, which are essentially just Delta species Pokemon. Um, and then there's the whole leak about the Chinese leak where it's like the starters may have like this. So I don't know if you saw this or not. There's this big leak from China about a bunch of Sun and Moon stuff.
I
Some
did
big
not see. I did not see.
so so there's this I think someone linked it in the chat earlier, but I'll send it to you. But this guy leaked a ton of stuff over the past couple of days, and it just looked random. But then like half the stuff he leaked came true today in the trailer
Mm.
that they released. So it's kind of like, well, if that stuff's true, then the rest of this stuff has to be true. And if that's true, looking at this, like I was Team Rowlet from the get go. I love the bird. It had the bow tie. It was the most adorable thing in the world. But the leaked final evolution form is like an archer. So he's got like a bow, like he makes a bow from his wing and shoots like arrows that are made from his feathers, and is the most badass looking thing I've ever seen.
Wow. I did.
So
Yeah, I'm not caught up on Sun and Moon leaks.
okay, so I'm telling you that now. When this video goes up, try to find a picture. I will try to send you the picture of it. But it just looks badass. I'm a huge comic fan. I love Green Arrow. I love Green Arrow. So it just reminds me of the Green Arrow. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this Pokemon is so cool. And it's just like I love. So I'm definitely Team Rowlet for sure. Like I was already kind of on board with the starter because he looked adorable. And the little bow tie is gonna be Doctor Who. It's gonna be his nickname. But then after seeing the potentially what looks like what could be the final evolutions, definitely Team Rowlet all the way.
All right. So that's it for the interview. So do you have anything else to say before we end off?
Um, Not really. I'm gonna go out there and defend my title, and if all goes well, I'll make the playoffs. And at that point, it's just hopefully rolls go my way. I don't overhax people, but just gonna try to do my best, be the best like no one ever was.
All right. That sounds good. So that's going to be it for this interview. If you want to check out Sam's channel, his link will be down in the description below, as well as mine and probably all the other coaches. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I have been your CPC Commissioner, 681 Shadow. I'll see you all next time.